Hey team, what's up? It's Val over here. Okay, so I am going to walk you guys through how I create my monthly marketing plan. And I like to believe that it works really great because I've been doing it ultimately since I started as a coach, and it works. But it's one of those things that you have to plan and execute. That this business is not all about just kind of like throwing spaghetti against a wall. Is that kind of the way that I like to give that analogy, just like you're posting. Like, you can't just randomly put posts up and expect anything to work. You have to have like a strategy behind what it is that you're doing. So for me, okay, I literally am a pen and paper kind of person. You guys know that. I like my binders, literally a 3-ring binder that I have. Hey, Nicole. What's up, girl? Hey, Kaylee. What's up? Yes. So I finally have 2 hours to myself. Dustin took the kids to Froyo and out to do stuff. So I'm in my office knocking out videos so there's no interruptions for you guys, okay? But I typically just print out these little calendars. I go to Pinterest and I just print them. You guys can use your Google Calendar that is literally on the internet, and you can use your phone. You can do anything. So there's no reason to have an excuse to have no system, because it's whatever works for you. A lot of times I do use my Google Calendar so I can color code it. But right now for this month, I literally just grabbed a pen and this calendar and I do this. So what you'll find in my binder personally is every month I have this, and then I have a couple of pieces of, just white paper behind it. And I do my marketing plan. And then on the next page, I list out my coaches who are in this business for the business, who are telling me, yes, I signed up to be a working coach, because the expectations and that I have as your leader is you should be hitting Success Club, like no non-negotiable. So I write your name on this piece of paper, and then as you hit Success Club, I highlight your name off, because that means that you're working your business, right? So ultimately, as a working coach, your expectations for yourself and for your business should be a minimum of hitting Success Club 5 and signing 2 to 3 coaches a month. That is like the baseline minimum of a working coach, okay? So I hope that helps you guys with that. But you'll find that little piece of paper, and then the next piece of paper in my notebook then is I have my coaches who are working towards rank advancement. So if you're trying to become an Emerald coach, that can be done in literally a day. You sign up grandma and your best friend or your husband or whatever. And I have my game plan and my maps out of my coaches who are working for Diamond, okay? I give you guys, as soon as you achieve Emerald rank, immediately you're going to get a Diamond roadmap from me, okay? We work on that together. So that's what you're gonna find in my binder, and my monthly marketing plan is right out in this binder. So let me get back to August here for you guys. So I'm gonna just pull this out real quick and show you what I've written down. So ultimately, I know that for me, my goal is Success Club 5 by the 5th. Like, that is what I push for. Does it happen every month? No, I think today is the 5th. And I'm at Success Club 4 as of right now, okay? But it's still, the day is young. I'm going to push. I'm going to go and attempt to hit my goal of Success Club 5 by today. But it is a non-negotiable that I am at my Success Club goals by the 10th of every month. So I want you guys to write that out on your calendar, okay? So I do the 1st to the 10th. So every single month, I know the 1st through the 10th, I am going to be working on recruiting for my challenge group. I'm going to be talking about my challenge groups. I'm going to be inviting like crazy to my challenge groups. That is what my focus is recruiting to my challenge groups. So I want to get a minimum of 5 people to sign up between the 1st and the 10th of every single month. Okay, so right now we're just going to focus on August. So from now through the 10th, it is all challenge group focused, because I know that I want to help some people with their health and fitness goals. So that is my goal by the 10th. So my posts are going to be very fitness and nutrition focused. My consistency is going to be beyond predictable with at least 3 posts a day on Facebook, 2 posts a day on Instagram, and then my Instagram stories are going to be talking about my boot camp. I'm going to be attaching my link to my application. I'm going to be very consistent. So that is the secret sauce. It's all about that consistency of showing up. Because if you're not talking about this business, if you're not talking about the business, if you're not talking about your challenge groups, if you're not inviting people, no one's going to know that you are a coach. No one's going to know what you do. So they're going to go find somebody else whenever they are ready to change their own, path. So that's why it's so important. So the 1st through the 10th, again, that's when I'm recruiting for my challenge groups, because I know that this month my challenge group is starting on the 13th. So I want to have everybody signed up, ready to go by the 10th. And then I'm also starting my new coach training on the 13th as well. School starts for my kids on this Tuesday, so I am ready to, organize my life again. So that's why everything is starting the 2nd week of the month, so I can have my bearings together. Now, as soon as the 10th hits, that's when my mind shifts, and that's when my posting is going to shift, okay? It's going to shift to business. It's going to shift to talking more about having the business jabs, is what I like to call it. If you never read the book Jab, 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 Right Hook, you should definitely get it or listen to it on audiobook, because it really helps you with that social media understanding of your jabs are, whenever I talk about, love my coaching job because I get to, work from my pool. Or I love working from my pool, I guess would be a better example, because it's like creating that curiosity. So those little jabs are, well, how in the world does she get to work from her pool? Or, so thankful that I get to be, home with my kids during summer break and still earning an income while making an impact. Those are called jabs, because I'm not saying I'm a Beachbody coach, join me now. That right hook is what Gary Vee calls it. That is where you're actually putting out I am looking for 5 women to join my team who are confident, ready to change their life, make an income by working from home. That is that right hook where it's all those jabs that people have been watching. Now you bring it home by inviting people publicly to your business, okay? So I don't care if you signed up today as a coach or if you've been here with me for 5 years that I've been a coach. Every single coach who wants to make this business a business needs to be talking about the business opportunity, or else again, those people that you have on social media, they're not going to trust you. They're going to go to somebody else. They'll see kind of maybe a few of your posts, but they're not going to know what you do, but they will be curious. But they'll go to somebody else who they, have heard of as a coach, or they'll go to Google and research it, and they'll go find somebody who is very consistent, who is talking about inviting to their team, who is putting the fun and light into this opportunity, okay? No matter what, every level of this business, you have something amazing to offer with the business, whether you haven't earned a single cent yet, but you have this huge vision that you're working towards, or if you are earning $100 a week, $1,000 a week, $5,000 a week. It doesn't matter the money income. It's the vision that you put and the way that you're casting yourself over on social media and how much you're inviting. And a huge question that I get from you guys a lot is, well, how often should I be talking about this? How often should I be, putting Beachbody into my posts versus, not talking about Beachbody and just real life. And if you go to my page, typically you're going to see every 4 to 8 posts, depending on the time of the month, you're going to see that I am inviting. You're going to see that I'm talking about joining my boot camp. You're going to see that I'm talking about, hey, join my team. Every 4 to 8 posts is what you're going to see from me, because when somebody goes to my page, I want them to do that quick scroll that we all do, and I want them to know who I am as a person, but then see those little posts in there every 4 to 8 post like, oh wait, what is this little application link that she has attached to this? Oh wait, what is she talking about? I can earn a few $100s from home each month. What is this? I want them to ask me. I want to create that curiosity, and I want them to fill out my application. So that's like that in the back of my head. I'm not throwing spaghetti against the wall. I know what I'm posting and I have it scheduled out, okay? So that's where on the 11th, ultimately through the end of the month, I'm going to be talking mostly about the business opportunity, because here you guys see, and I'm going to share all of this. I'll put pictures up for you guys too after I'm done explaining it. But so this is how every month is going to look too. The first half of the month is challenge group focus. The second half of the month is coach business focus, okay? But since my new coach training is going to start on the 13th, I've already like done my advertising or I'm still in the process of doing my advertising for it. So I'm getting everybody all set up right now for my new coaches. So that's why it's kind of like ended. And now it's focusing back over here on my sneak peek. So you know that I run a sneak peek. We have our Legacy United What is Coaching sneak peek. I actually think I'm going to change it to be called Open House, since school is starting this month and we are going to open houses tomorrow. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm always thinking, forward thinking, like, okay, what will make people a little bit more curious? Oh, well, they're going to be going to their kids' open houses, so why not open up a business open house? So that's what I'm going to call our little open house. All links will be attached in the group page here after I'm done. But sneak peek. I'm going to run a sneak peek for you guys, with you guys, you know, and I'm going to encourage you. Every single one of you, I have the template on how to run your own sneak peek, your own open house. Again, it's all about your energy and what you are trying to build with your business, because some of you here want to build an organization like mine. Some of you want to stay an Emerald Coach forever. Some of you don't know. Some of you are like, what do I do? You know, that's where we connect personally. But guys, like, the business is where your income is going to grow. Building coaches, creating new leaders, that's where your business is going to grow. And that's the scariest part of this, because you have no idea how to do it. But it's fun to learn and grow and fail forward. So every day, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th, I'm going to host that business opportunity call. We'll do that in our sneak peek group, open house group. Sorry, you'll hear me call it both things. It's the same thing. But I want them to have this advantage to where it is saying, okay, we're going to be talking about the business in this private group. So when you're doing these little like jabs and your posts throughout the 11th to the end of the month, then you're going to have somewhere to invite these people to learn about the business, so that way you're not word vomiting all over them. Because trust me, these groups are like the secret sauce and the key to how to explain the business without like over explaining the business aspect. Okay, so I hope that helps for you guys. Now let me throw in something that I'm going to do this month, and I'm going to do it every month throughout the last quarter here, because I used to run free groups all the time. And sometimes you'll notice, like, as your business goes through ebb and flow, sometimes they're going to have months that are your, you know, business is booming, and then sometimes you're going to have months where it's pulling teeth to get anybody to answer you. It's just the way that the business goes. It's just consistency, that you stick it out and you know, make yourself better, and all of this as you grow. But I'm going to create a free group on Monday the 20th, because, and here we go, if you're at Success Club no later than the 10th of every month, you know that that minimum goal is met. There's no pressure. You're not like scrounging up on the last day of the month. That just sucks. And honestly, it's not good business practice, because every single coach in here who's doing a business plan and you're consistent on social media and you're being a proof of the product and you're doing your invites, every single coach should have zero problem hitting Success Club by the first half of the month. It's just logistics. It's a numbers part of it. So I know I'm going to have my Success Club goals taken care of, ultimately me, by the 5th to the 10th. And that leaves me room to experiment. That leaves me room for, you know, creating a free group, a free community, okay? Because in these free groups, you could do a clean eating group, you could do a gardening group, you could do a perfect example back to school group, teaching moms how to make healthy lunches for their kids, sending them to school. You could do ultimately anything. I have done a budgeting group. I have done grocery overhaul groups. I have done crock pot groups. You know, whatever. I just kind of feel like women, whatever season of life I'm in. If you're a new mom, you could do like my favorite baby items that I'm using right now, you know, and do like a 3 or 5 day group, because it just builds trust with people, because that's where that barrier is. It has to be a trust with your audience as you're building your you know, your Facebook followers, your Instagram followers, and all of that. So if you can get all these people into a free community and just like build that trust, and then ultimately like the last day or two, you know, you just do like that call to action. Hey, if you liked this group, here's some information about my upcoming, you know, back to school boot camp, or, you know, whatever your theme is for that challenge group that you're wanting to run. That's where you can like do that call to action. But I personally, and I'm recommending that these free communities, you don't close it out. You just keep adding people to these free groups, because then before you know it, you're going to have several hundred people in there. And that's where you can be like, hey, my next boot camp starts this day. Here's the application. Any questions? Fill out this form. Like, that's where the momentum builds, but it's just having that patience and knowing that instant gratification is never going to be the way that any business works that's worth, you know, that's worth creating. So there's never instant gratification for anything that is substantial. So the 20th will be my free group, okay? And then ultimately every Monday, you guys know the Dream Team calls. Like, we plug into those Dream Team calls. I will be adding in a couple of team calls just for my personally sponsored for you guys this month. Again, let me get those on this calendar. I did not plan it out just quite yet. With Dustin's cast removal coming on Tuesday, hallelujah, kids going back to school, all of that, I will add in some team calls because I want more of a connection with you guys, especially going into the last quarter of the year. It can definitely, you know, it's just different. The last quarter of the year, we're kind of starting to set ourselves up ultimately for year-end goals. So we'll get more into that, you know, later on within the next couple of months. But any questions, you guys? Because that is seriously how simple my marketing strategy is. First half of the month, challenge group focus. Second half of the month, business focus strictly. I'm passionate about the business. I came into this business to make money while I lost 15 pounds doing Turbo Fire and then T25. I saw the business and I needed money, but I also knew that I couldn't just focus on getting money. I had to focus on building people and creating an income through relationships and loving people and helping people while I was the product of the product, and sharing, and those people knowing that they could trust that I was going to show up on Facebook between 5:30 and 7 a.m. and then between 10 and 11 a.m. and then again at like 1 p.m. and then in the evening. Like, people learned to trust me and I had to give that to them. So maybe that's the missing link. If you're not consistently, like predictably consistent, you'll lose that trust and you'll lose that interest from people. And if you're not doing your 4 vital behaviors that go along with this marketing strategy, there's not going to be the business. It has to be that behind the scenes inviting and really those call to actions, like saying, okay, I have 2 more spots left for this challenge group. I know you were interested. You know, are you ready to enroll right now? Or what is your biggest fear with this? Why are you holding back? You know, don't be afraid to get deep. You have to get deep, because that's where people are like, oh man, she means business. She is serious about helping me. She doesn't want to just earn a buck. She wants me to have a transformation. I will flat out call people out, and you guys know that about me. And that's why I can hit Success Club 20, 30, 40 plus, because I'm just having those real raw conversations with people. I'm not doing anything different than what I am sharing with you guys every single day. All of these things, you know, the things that I post in here for you guys, the guides, my systems, this is it. I just choose to get up early, stay up a little bit late, to do it before I go to bed every night, whether I feel like it or not. That's where that success, that success lies. So, any questions? Because seriously, this is it. This piece of paper. And then, like I told you, my notebook paper with all y'all's names on there as you hit Success Club, because that's the trust thing too. Like, you come in here and you want to build a business, Success Club, that's just where that foundational piece is, okay? And then recruiting 2 to 3 coaches a month minimum. That's just like your goals as a new coach who wants to build a team. Any questions? I'm here. And then also, guys, like hey Nicole, I see your question. I literally took a notebook this weekend and wrote down like 4 pages worth of training topics, of questions that you've asked me, that I've had asked by people who are interested in challenge groups, that I have comments by on posts, that, training topics, all of these things that I am going to diligently be working on creating more updated videos for you guys. So that's like going into my own like daily work schedule. At least 3 days a week is going to be video making day for you guys specifically, and for our open house. Told you I'm gonna change that name. But for our open houses, to just bring you some updated content to help practice, because guess what? Nobody knows how to like be public speakers or be comfortable and confident on camera unless if you're practicing. Go back to my YouTube video and watch like 5 years ago, Val. Not confident in those videos, but you practice, and practice makes perfect, because I have big goals, big dreams, and I'm not just sitting over here preaching it to you guys. I'm actually living proof. And if I want to grow and get better, we have to practice and we have to do it, whether we're ready for it or not. So that is my goal for you guys, is to make more content. But ultimately, simplicity is where this is at. It's so simple. This is so simple. Those 4 vital behaviors is it. That's the spectrum. That is the baseline. That is where success is at. Just don't overcomplicate it. Just go and message people, answer, get them signed up. Like, that's it. That's it. I promise you. That's all that I'm doing over here. All right, but I guess you guys don't have any questions as you pop on and you watch the playback of this or whatever. Leave a question and tag me in it, and I'll come back in later on and answer anything that you guys have. But that's my marketing strategy. If you want, to make it prettier with yours and share it below, I would love to see it. Consistency, guys, because if you're showing up every once in a while on social media and then you go ghost for a couple days and then you come back and then all that you're posting is fitness videos and I worked out today, that will build zero trust with people. It's actually like you're just hurting yourself. So, if you want to be a leader, you have to do what the leaders do. So if you wouldn't see myself posting it, don't post it. Or if you wouldn't see another, coach posting it, or if you're seeing us showing up 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, you need to do it. If you see us getting raw and real and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, she just shared that. Yes, that's what you got to do. Okay, I actually just made an Instagram live video sharing some stuff. That's it that I'm going to be doing and talking about. So, got to get raw, got to get real, got to decide how far you're willing to get out of your comfort zone to make this business reality, because any single person who's willing to do the work and put in the work and be consistent, you guys can make it happen. But you know that you're going to get the real talk from this girl right here, because I don't deal with excuses. I kicked my own excuses to the curb 5 years ago, and they still try to creep in all the time. But I don't let them, because I know that we are all made for more. So, all right, guys, I will let you know what day next week we'll do a team call. Give me some high fives and some hearts, because I need my people more consistently in my life. But anyways, okay, guys, I'm really just rambling. I love y'all. Happy Sunday.